Tonight, I weave for you the tale of a kingdom wreathed by sea and sand. A tale of missed connections spanning many nights. Desire is a thing fiercer than any sandstorm. The rich scent of spices and the murmur of crowds drift on the air throughout the city. Ships from across the 7 seas gather here, making the kingdom the pinnacle of trade. On this day, a sailor known far and wide for his shrewd mind arrives in the harbor. He seeks to answer the notice issued by the queen. My beautiful princess no longer smiles. Any man who returns her joy may have her. Spurred by the challenge, the man quickens his pace. He dreams of the beautiful wife who awaits him in the lavish palace. The man decorates himself in riches most bountiful. His confidence grows with each step he takes toward the palace. He knows the princess will soon be his. Suddenly, a ragged boy appears before him. He pulls out a dagger and waves it menacingly. The man had been so sure of his victory. Yet there he lays, stripped of his fine belongings. Having assumed the sailor's guise, this boy now plays the main role in our tale. After briefly pitying the man, the boy leaves him behind and makes his way for the palace. The boy earns a living as a thief. What he wants, he takes. This is the guiding principle of his life. And he has taken not only the sailor's finery this day, but also his mission to see the princess smile and claim her kingdom as his own. The bustling crowds of the city grow distant. The palace appears, filled with naught but the quiet trickling of fountains. It is a most resplendent place, the nexus of all the kingdom's riches. And sitting in the center of the courtyard, clad in pure white dress, is its greatest treasure. The princess is completely motionless, like a doll on display. The thief ignores the queen. Instead, he begins to spin a nonsensical tale of adventure, one created in the moment. Today, princess, I shall tell you of a pitiful djinn I once met on an adventure. The djinn had spent centuries in perfect stillness. He thought of nothing but freedom, thought so hard on it, in fact, that his beard turned to stone. Seeing he could not move, I lifted my trusty torch high and set his beard ablaze. In his delight, he scooped me up in his arms, and we soared to freedom together. As the thief ends his story, he peers at the princess and awaits her reaction. Behind her veil, he sees a face both beautiful and despondent. But there is not a hint of a smile. As her guards move to surround him, the thief speaks to her. Silence returns to the palace. But the thief's emotions reached no one and vanished within the sands. How many times has the sun risen and fallen since thief and princess first met? How many times has he ventured into the palace to spin for her another tale of his exploits? One day, he tells of an instrument which speaks. Another day, a spring of gold within a jar. But no matter the tale, and no matter how skillful the telling, the princess never smiles. And then, one day, the princess remains as emotionless as always. Yet as the thief turns to leave, she slowly approaches him. Her voice is delicate silk, her words hesitant. The thief's heart leaps when he hears her speak for the first time. Before he leaves, he swears to her this: "I shall make you smile on the morrow." His first visit to the palace had been for devilish reasons. But after many days and nights, he now finds himself genuinely wishing to see the princess smile. "This is most unlike me," he laughs at himself as he heads back into the city. After leaving the palace, he steals an apple from the market to fill his empty stomach. As he sets off for home, his gaze turns to the starry night sky above. When he reaches a puddle, he halts and stares at the reflection of the majesty above him. It contains unfathomable depths, as though a hole has fallen open in the very world itself. Though disturbed by the vanished puddle, the thief walks on. A fortune teller calls to him from a stall blanketed in a black canopy. She is dressed in a mystical manner, almost as if clad in night itself. The crystal ball on the table shimmers like the stars. As she raises her hands to the orb, a look of concern settles over her face. Death awaits if you continue to see the princess. The thief bursts out laughing at the fortune. A future is something I take for myself. He is a thief. He has spent his whole life stealing whatever he likes. Money, food, even lives. And why does he want the princess's smile? Because a future was once stolen from him. For you see, there was once a smile he was unable to reclaim. This is a tale of when the boy thief did not yet know his way of life. A trade ship groans under stacks of cargo. That it even floats is a small miracle. The boy is a slave, his treatment as harsh and unrelenting as the heat in summer. Seeing no end to his misery, he thinks himself unlucky to have ever drawn breath. His only solace is a slave girl aboard the same ship. The girl's clothes have been discarded along with the garbage. Her smile holds the power to part the darkest clouds. It has pulled the boy free from his despair uncountable times. Old books lie scattered across the deck. The girl had read to him the adventures in their pages, granting him courage. But now, she smiles no longer. It has fled, along with her joy. The boy comes to a decision. He will save the slave girl. He will bring her smile back. The ship drifts on the wind from one continent to the next. Fighting against the turbulent waves, the boy runs to the bow of the ship. This man does not think of his slaves as people, and his treatment is both cruel and unjust. He is the reason she no longer smiles. Fear races through the boy's heart. He finds his courage all the same. The captain mocks the boy with a grin. A surge of emotion pushes the boy forward. He plunges a hidden blade into the captain, killing him instantly. The boy does not know a life outside of slavery. It is his world, his all, his everything. But he has done this to protect the girl's smile. He speaks gently to the wounded girl, telling her they are now free. Alas, her spirit has shattered under the abuse and can never be made whole. She will never smile again. The boy learns an important lesson that day. What is stolen can never be reclaimed. And so he arrives at a decision. He will join the side of the takers, so nothing can ever be stolen from him again. The princess in the palace reminds the thief so much of the girl. He is trying to return the smile which was lost all those many years ago. And so he tells her wild tales of adventure, just as the girl once did for him. When he finally finishes his tale, the princess approaches him. "Take me from this place," she whispers. "I will," he says, "tonight." He and the princess have exchanged a secret promise. After countless visits, she has finally opened her heart to him. But the question remains. Can he return her smile? A secret garden lies deep in this land of luxury. It is far out of reach, like the brilliant moon which hangs heavy in the dark. Or it should be, but this night, the thief has snuck through the garden and toward the princess's room. He is here to hold fast to his promise. He is here to whisk her away. As the princess awaits her salvation, he pulls her into a tight embrace. And together, they steal away into the night. The pair run through the darkness of the midnight city. The warm lights of the palace are small and distant things. As the houses become more sparse, the smell of the sea grows stronger. Hope blossoms in the thief's heart as he feels the princess breathe. He forges onward so they might leave this kingdom and find her smile anew. Stars twinkle above the quiet bay as though blessing them. The small boat the thief prepared beforehand bobs gently on the water. The thief does as his heart bids him. He says, "Because I wish to see you smile." As he speaks, her lips turn upward. The moonlight illuminating her white veil makes it difficult to see her face. But he knows he has found her smile at last. Suddenly, guards clad in black appear. The thief produces his blade. He will not permit them to interfere with their voyage. The poison coating the enemy weapons attempts to steal his consciousness. His body collects wound after wound as he cuts down the guards. But who should then appear but the fortune teller, the selfsame one he met all those nights ago? Kill him, she commands. The thief has no strength left to ponder this new development. "I will not permit any to steal her smile," he cries in a hoarse and raspy voice. The thief finds himself slowly slipping away. The princess calls to him. He reaches out, but his hands encounter only darkness. His mind still cloudy, the thief's eyes peel open. The water is calm, reflecting the glow of sunrise in its perfect mirror. The thief looks around, wondering if he has finally obtained freedom with the princess. But he finds only the fortune teller, the same one who had foretold his death. He is still unable to grasp what is happening, even as she thrusts her spear through him. His eyes bore into her, ablaze with hate. Her laughter intermingles with the sound of waves. His roar is accompanied by the flash of a blade. Entangled like lovers, they vanish into the depths. Was I able to return her smile? The fortune teller's laugh envelops the thief's entire being. It covers his thoughts in darkness until the end.